Hello everyone! Today in the video I'll tell you about the latest news from the world of rhythmic gymnastics. Let's talk about a cool new show featuring gymnasts, about the palace of Irina Viner and why they started talking about it again, about Ekaterina Galkina and about new details of the European Championship. Before starting the video, do not forget to subscribe to the channel, I will be very pleased and you will not miss new videos. Well, run into my Instagram, there I conduct live broadcasts and communicate with you. A new interesting show was released on the Five Sisters YouTube channel, in which Lena, an international master of sports in rhythmic gymnastics, champion of Russia and the Universiad, and winner of the Russian Cup, conducted apparatus training for people who were very far from rhythmic gymnastics. So the athlete Fanta and the fitness model took part in the masterclass. The release turned out to be very funny. The guys mastered the work with the hoop and claps, and besides they had a lot of fun. So be sure to check it out, it will cheer you up, and you may even get some tips on working with the apparatus from Lena. I will leave a link to the video in the description, be sure to go and check it out. Irina Viner-Usmanova's Rhythmic Gymnastics Palace, which was recently opened in Luzhniki, was awarded an international prize in the category Best Sports and Cultural Facility. It bypassed in its category the Guardia Arts Center in Beijing, China, the Convention Center in Metz, France, and Tottenham Hotspur Stadium in London, United Kingdom. The hallmark of the palace was the roof made in the form of a gymnastics ribbon, which was dreamed of by the head of coach of the Russian national team Irina Viner-Usmanova, and the facade is made of stained glass with a height of 26 meters. It was here that the first ever Rhythmic Gymnastics Junior World Championship took place, and it is here that the European Championship in Rhythmic Gymnastics is planned to be held in 2023. By the way, when I was in Moscow, I especially went to the palace to look at this building. Write in the comments if you saw this palace and maybe if you even were inside. Ekaterina Galkina starred in a stunning video for Belarusian television. Very pretty, fine lines, elegant and mature. In the comments below the video, they even asked to give Kate an award for blondiness for elegance. And of course, they expressed their concerns about retirement, which someday will happen anyway, considering that relatively recently Katya posted stories from the hospital. Let's hope that we will follow Katya for a long time and we'll see her at the upcoming Olympics. Several videos on the All-Ukrainian Tournament, the Derugina Cup, an international tournament, and the Grand Prix stage have been released on my channel. I talked about the results and how the tournament was held in general, but did not talk about the important points. For example, the tournament was attended by the head of European Gymnastics who followed the progress of all starts on the eve of the European Championship, which is also planned to be held in this hall. So to speak, there was a real dress rehearsal in connection with the pandemic and new safety measures for athletes and coaches. So many are still worried about whether the European Championship will take place at the end of November, given that the situation with the pandemic is not improving in all countries, and somewhere the second wave begins, and some countries even the quarantine has never ended. So in Ukraine, cases of the disease have not yet declined, but despite this, athletes are not prohibited from entering the country. And one more confirmation that the European Championship will most likely be held is the fact that within the framework of the same start in Kiev, the draw for the future start took place. So now we have information about which we can definitely talk. Again, I repeat that this information will be real if the championship is not cancelled and if all countries do not refuse to start, which may happen depending on the situation in each country with the pandemic. So at the European Championship, there will be competitions among juniors in the individual program and among seniors in the individual and group programs. More than 600 athletes are planned at the start, including gymnasts from Ukraine, Belarus, Bulgaria, Israel, Italy, Ukraine and other countries. Who exactly will represent the country is still unknown. After all, there is still plenty of time before the start. But since in the absence of competitions for us, now the European Championship is the most anticipated start we can dream up. So I'm waiting for your suggestions on who we will definitely see or want to see on this championship. I would definitely like to see Italian gymnasts Milena Baldassari and Alexandra Giurgiukalesi, and of course Israeli gymnast Lena. Well, that's it for today. Remember that I love you and see you in the next video. For now, goodbye. The video was translated and dubbed by Alexandra Sinica.